So about 40 years ago, we had an uncle that was moving in with us in my childhood home, which I am now living in again because I'm living with my father again, as you well know. And when my uncle moved in, there wasn't enough space in the house for him to live here. So they had to build a second floor on. It's not like a huge second floor. I don't think we're like rich. It was just they built a bedroom and a couple of closets and a bathroom upstairs. They moved the air conditioner upstairs. They moved the central air stuff upstairs. So, in the bedroom, my dad had these octagonal, no, one, two, three, four, yeah, these octagonal windows put in. And every morning, right about this time, 7:30 in the morning, the sun shines right through that window and blasts me right in the eye while I'm trying to use my computer. And the window is too small to bother putting like blinds or a curtain over it. So it's just really annoying for about 30 minutes before the sun moves out of the way. All right, what did Thomas Steele sent us? He sent us another proverb: glass tear. Glass tears warm the gossip's mittens. When they fall, then they fall asleep as weak as kittens. I've seen glass tears. Oh yeah, those are loot from the monsters. Okay, what we're gonna do today, real quick. All right, so we have this anagram that we have to figure it out. Oh, so this is golden egg. So this was one of the Oops, I didn't mean spoiler. Rewind and don't listen. This was one of the story quests. Somebody gave us this, and they said, "Solve the anagram, Goggle Den, and gift that item to Thomas if you can find one." I'm pretty sure that's golden egg. I've never seen a golden egg in the game, but I've seen golden eggs mentioned in the achievements on Steam. If you look at Steam and look through all your possible achievements, golden egg is one of them. So I guess maybe I should buy some chickens. Stealing that one chicken didn't work out. He went home. I have to buy my own chickens. So I don't know how you get a golden egg. You probably feed your chicken something special and then they lay a golden egg. You give one to Thomas and you get a 5-star zinc ward, which is hardly worth the effort, obviously. A zinc ward, who gives... It's not really that great. A lot of these storyline quests, I think, but that's probably our fault. It's probably our fault because we didn't focus on these storyline quests at the beginning of the game, because we just been wandering around doing weird stuff. And I do say our fault because you all are in charge too. But one of the things we're going to do today, just real quick, probably not real quick, is we're going to figure out what some of this stuff does. Alright, so we know what apples do. Apples give us stamina. I'm pretty sure the blueberries give us scent. Okay, they give us scent. So I've talked about doing this before, but I've never written down what I've done. So I'm going to do it today. And then I'm going to go back and watch the video. I'm not going to make you watch me do this. I'm going to eat the blueberry. Oh, let's double check and look at our stats at the moment. So here's our... Not that. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I don't have any temporary traits. All my stats are the normal stats at the moment. So if I eat a blueberry... Eat it. Just eat it. Alright, so if I eat a blueberry, the only thing it gives me is scent. Okay? So now we know what blueberries do. And they obviously give me money. So Bogeyman Fungus, we know what that does because it tells us down there. It gives us shy and growth. Now growth does something. Let's see. Now growth didn't do anything. I thought that maybe growth would seems like growth is up. Maybe that helps with your children. Helps your children grow faster. Because it didn't affect any of my actual stats. But it made me shy and it made me have growth, but it didn't do anything with my stats, and I said again, I'm sorry. So we know what that does. Cabbages, virility, and flatulence. And does it do anything to your stats? Yes, virility +2, because virility is an actual stat, so it goes up by +2. Let's eat everything. We know what carrots do: see in the dark, insomnia, and virility. Those things don't affect your stats. Ooh, crystal beans. They have 3 different things that they can do. But we've only got 1 crystal bean. But what can I do with 1 crystal bean, really? I'll have to figure out how to get the crystal beans when I get to the void. And knowledge is always more important. Knowledge is always more important than material wealth. Let's eat this bean and see what it did. Anti-sickness, blessed, and meek. So anti-sickness keeps us from getting sick. Blessed, I'm still not sure what blessed does, but meek Obviously, seems like meek would make us weak, but it didn't do anything to our stats. Maybe it just has something to do with relationships. Some of these things I don't understand how they affect the game, other than people have asked me to help them cure themselves of certain things. Now, Eldersberry, here's something else that has 3 stats. Taste as ancient as they look. Let's eat the 1-star one. And if it affects something, like when you see the star, an elderberry gives me +1. If that had been a +5 elderberry, it would have given me +5. Increases sandbox experience gain, increases weapon experience gain, helps with apothecary crafting. Intelligence, truth, and negativity. Of course, because elders are always negative and they always tell the truth. But they're also smart, because there's no wisdom stat in the game. That was Eldersberry. Gassy Apple makes you gassy. Who would have thought? Grapes. Let's see if we can guess what grapes might do. I don't know. Charm, maybe? Pretentiousness? Positivity. Okay, grapes make you positive. Positively grapey. Grapes make you grapey. So positivity. And if you think I'm just doing this to kill time before we have to pay our tax to Mr. Mayweather, you're absolutely right. Gummy Mushroom gives us +2 to toughness. Okay? And toughness, use toughness for reducing damage from blocked enemy attacks. So it just doesn't reduce damage over period. It reduces damage only for blocked attacks. All right, so that's that. And this is also, we're going to use this so I can make a, and here's what I wish it did. And I think I've mentioned this in other videos. So I ate the gummy mushroom so I can look at my stats and see what it did. But I can't, but it doesn't update this screen. I wish it did. So let's eat a Heartroot. See what a Heartroot does. So Heartroot gives us healing, scent, and stupidity. I'm dumb. Intelligence. So that's obviously going to decrease. So now our intelligence is 10 - 2. And I don't know what 10 - 2 is because I'm stupid. I ate a Heartroot, so I don't know what that means. Alright, so Heartroot does that. And leeks. Make you leaky. Oh, that just increases your virility, which is, of course, is your chance of making babies. I wonder if that's true in real life. Lettuce makes you farty. Lover's truffle. Probably charm and virility, if I had to guess. Virility and stamina. Both very important when you're making the babies. Wish I would have had these around when I was trying to make Shooty. But maybe that's how I wound up with Pointy and Alexander, who will soon be 6 and 5. So let's go down here to what's next. Lover's Truffle does that. Remember, we're kind of looking for things that give us strength too, so we can make our own Pep Powder. Mushroom, I'm a fun guy. Nightberry. Let's see what a Nightberry does. Seems like it is stamina, speed, and see at night. Stamina, speed, and insomnia. Okay. So like I'm just blowing through these real quick so I can, you can write them down as you're watching if you want to, or I am going to make a chart for me. I'm not going to let you have it. You make your own chart. Barbles, we know what they do. Checkered Chub. Let's see what a Checkered Chub does. Checkered Chub gives us plus healing. I don't know what the plus healing does. I think it may be if we take a healing salve, it makes it work better. It's my guess. So that was a Checkered Chub, Cointails, Eels. Let's see what eels do. Eels make us weak-willed, which makes your barter go down by 2. Goodness gracious, weak-willed. So I don't want to try and sell anything at this point. My kids don't like me very much yet. I've been playing with them every chance I get. Well, not every chance, but mostly. See, look at me. I'm rattling, making faces. That thing looks an awful lot like Tom Hook fingers. I hope he's not going to come and play with my kids. Because I mean, I can afford a babysitter. So, fishy wishies make you shy. Flagfish, sedative, they make you go to sleep and fart while you're asleep, I guess. Gasbelly, let's see what Gasbelly does. I'm guessing it makes you, Gasbelly makes you itch. Makes you smell like poo. You see, those don't have any associated traits with them, so I don't know what they actually do as far as will people avoid me now that I stink. But not that it really matters because these things are easy to change. So that's what did we miss something? We must have had a fish that we only had one of. No, that was the Gasbelly. Gasbelly made us stink. Minnows make you shrink. Really toughness. So Mudkipper. Mudkipper. Alright, so Squeamish, which makes your constitution goes down, which combat resistance to certain enemy attacks. So you don't want to be squeamish when you go into the dungeon. So that is that. Needlenip. See, it's like, I don't know, how do we know what Needlenip does? How do we know what Needlenip does? I've never... I don't think we had any prop. You know, it's just... I don't know. Awful Tinge. Pike. Maybe we use it in a recipe. Maybe if we use it in a recipe, then that unlocks it. So Rainfish gives us waterproof. That's good. Now what waterproof does, I don't know, unless there's monsters that use a water attack on you. Rainfish, river trouts, salmon. Salmon gives you strong. Salmon makes you strong. So that's what we needed. We needed strength. Right, we needed strength for the Pep Powder. So we need to strengthen something else. And you know what? We can do this in our actual apothecary shop, but I think our apothecary shop, we're not allowed to use it at the moment. Let's go to somebody else's apothecary shop just for a little bit of variety, because we can't use our apothecary shop while it's open. Seems like a crazy thing. Our own employees won't let us use our apothecary shop. So let's go to Mellowbrook. It's kind of a fun little town. I don't know why the money's coming in so quickly again all of a sudden. Alright, so let's go. Alright, so got all the way down here. So we know we needed strength for... Do anything else I need here? Got apples. Always buying effigies because there's always somebody looking for an effigy. And grapes, which we know make you positive. Gives you positivity. I am feeling okay today. After that 5K yesterday, I thought that I would be kind of knackered and wiped out, but I'm not. Alright, so what did we want? We didn't want we wanted the Pep Powder. Pep Powder, so we needed stamina and strength. Okay, so what did we just eat? They gave us... Alright, so known traits. Alright, so this gives us the stamina. Okay, so I'm just gonna make a 1. Okay. So clear the filter. And then now we're going to use, but see, I can't use, or can I? That's the problem. I can't use fish. I have to use only flowers. So that was, I can't use the fish to make my pep powder. Okay, that was another issue we ran into. Okay, so we're going to have to eat all this other nonsense first. So let's focus on eating flowers. Hello, Vera. Hello, Edna. Alright, so is there anything we don't know? So chamomile, I'm guessing is gonna be a sedative. Yep, sedative. But did it also give us speed +1? That's weird. Makes us sleepy and speedy. Is that what it says? Absolutely balmy, no. Charmweed, I'm guessing we can guess what Charmweed does. Charmweed gives us charm and speed. So that makes sense. So where did we get that other speed +1 from? Where did that come from? Chamomile wouldn't go, because the things get overridden as soon as you eat them. Okay, so charm and speed for the Charmweed, obviously. So there's that. So Dank Moss. We got a lot of Dank Moss now, so I can eat one of those. Did that have toughness, not strength? It gives us +2 toughness, which it gives us... Never mind. Just forget it. Alright, that was the Dank Moss. Garlic makes you shy. Ginger keeps you from getting sick. Ifferys. I don't know. I've only got one of those. Kinda... Whatever. Let's just eat it. See what it does. Ifferys. Flame proof and accuracy. Accuracy, which we need for combat critical hit chance. And helps with blacksmith crafting. So we got +5 on there. For the moment, that was Ifferys. So then after Ifferys, there's Iris. There's no corn here. I have no idea what that is referring to. Little sap. See? Alright, never mind. Luachra. Well pronounced. Luachra makes us, looks like stamina, a strength, and bravery. All right, so let's do, did it just tell us? All right, no, that gave. All right, so that's, all right, here's our question. All right, so now we're going to go back to Pep Powder. Okay. Because we know that if we look at, darn it. Yes. All right, blue Pep Powder, Cure Strained. All right, so filter known traits. We only know that this does that. So now I'm going to clear the filter. I'm going to grab our Luachra, and it better let us use the Luachra. There, so we don't know what Luachra does at this point. I'm pointing at my screen again, okay? I'm pointing at my screen. I'm pointing at those two little question marks that say, you know, I guess I could use my mouse. See, we don't know what these two question marks mean. So let's find out what they do. So let's find out if doing this will unlock it. So we're just going to make a powder, which is very easy to make compared to the other nonsense you have to make in this game. Chop, chop, chop. I don't care about the... All I care about is being successful. It's taken a long time to chop it. Come on. Alright, this must be quite the powder. Yeah, I guess it's not gonna let me do it. How long do I have to chop this? Maybe I have to go back and forth? Yes, I am doing that. There we go, finally. It's gonna be some fine powder. Now I gotta mix it up here. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Do it like this until there's no more dust, and then stop again until the dust goes away. No more dust. Do this. Until the dust goes away. Do this again. It takes so long. I forgot what we're even making. Oh, we're making pet powder. There we go. Pet powder. Hopefully. Alright, pet powder. Pure strained. It's only going to be 1 star, obviously. Calculation, item ratings +1. Alright, so now, my dear friends, go look at Luachra and see if it updated. See, it still doesn't tell us. But we know we can use it in the recipe. But it doesn't update it here. So the only way to figure that out is to have a proverb or somebody tell us what it does. Wish I could just go in there and edit it manually. It's like, I know what it does. Thankfully, I don't have to eat that, so we can eat a marshmallow, and we can see that marshmallow makes us friendly. Everybody likes somebody that's holding a marshmallow, right? So milk moss, lax toes. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, that gives us charm. And that was milk moss, right? Milk moss made us charming. I mean, how could I become more charming, really? Nettle, don't be rash when picking it. Nettle is virility. No, it's... Never mind. Because there's different categories, that's right. I was like, why would you have multiple things that give you... But there's like different categories, like one's food, one's a fish, obvious. Spearwort. You what? You want some, do you? Alright, it looks like that made us good with bartering. That's good. So now we can always go back and just reference this video. So sweet moss, Spearwort. See, sweet moss, we know what it does. Thyme, we know what it does. Ulisis. This looks like it's going to make us illusion and digestive. Now, illusion, I always wish illusion would do something more dramatic because it doesn't really seem to do anything. So then we're going to go down and... So that was the Ulisis. And then we have Whistleroot, which for some reason we know everything that Whistleroot does. So we ate a pike. Now what did we eat that gave us the strength? Pike, Gasbelly, pond lurkers, rainfish. Yeah, that's right. We ate those, and yeah, the salmon is what we ate, and we figured out what that gave us. Silver scale, swam fletch. I love this. Allergic to water, but just doesn't know it. Feed. All right, so we've eaten all the fish. We've eaten all that stuff. These things, it tells us what they do. Okay. Nothing here to eat. Can't eat seeds. Can we eat a funflower? Cannot be used from the inventory. So we don't know what these things do. We can't just eat them straight from here. We can use them in recipes, I'm guessing. But we can't just... If I hold it, does it affect my stats? No. Okay. So holding a sunflower, only thing we can do is throw it. So I'm guessing we can't just eat all these monster parts and see what they do. Right? Yeah, we can't eat it. We have to use it in a recipe to figure out what it does. So that's going to be a lot of guessing. So that's about as far as we can get with our little feast today. So let's check and see how these doing here. Papa Russ. Find out if it's his birthday or not. We'll give him some grapes. Just 1-star grapes. I mean, we're not giving away all of our grapes. These Spencer like some bush medley. I think we're already at 5 stars, 4 stars, whatever you want to call it here. Solve the anagram. We don't have a 5-star rainbow mushroom. So, but that's where these things might come in handy. So let's go to our proverbs. Rainbow mushrooms. First week of autumn and in sunny weather. That will help us figure out better ratings. So first week of autumn in sunny weather. So it's a long time before we're going to have a chance at getting Blind Mary. Only in winter. Lantern off. 3rd day of the week. View the proverbs. Blind Mary saps a chap and makes him stumble. As fog and mist are on thick, Blind Mary wields her thin stick. It looks like cotton. Fog and mist. Blind Mary wields her thin stick. Does it only happen if does it only come out if it's foggy? Which would be really helpful considering how terrible the fog is in this game. I don't mean how terrible it's made, I just mean how difficult it makes it for me to see things. And we know where we can find fog. Let's head back up there real quick because we got 8 more minutes left in this video. And tomorrow was Greenlawn's birthday. I think I took care of that off screen. Tomorrow's pig racing. We have fishing competition, so that's something to look forward to. The fishing competition, pig auction, Druid Day, and then tax time. Now there's Greenlawn. Did we already give him some proper respect? I think that means we've already given him yeah, we already gave him a present today. That was off screen. It's been a long day. Alright, let's head over to the Foglands. Right down under there. The Frog Marsh is basically Wisp Trail. Is our we can't go there. I mean, we can go there. We just can't go there at the moment. Okay, so I don't see any fog, and it seems like this is the type of place for that. Ooh, it looks like there's a ghost in the. Just the way that laid out. So there's no fog at the moment, so it's at least a little easy to see. The Mandrake. It's a 3-star Mandrake too. Not too bad. There's this person. What's our rating with her? Can't give her. Oh, we're ready. I'll go ahead and give her that turnip pie just to get out of my inventory. Ah, perfect. Nice one. We got 14 friendship points for that, which is good. 10 reputation, and we can still give her a gift. How about some grapes for you? Doesn't hate them. Best wheat harvest are traditionally the first week of autumn, so that might have given us. Alright, so here's the fog. We can't have our lantern on. Well, I guess it didn't say we couldn't have our lantern on. It just said the quality would be better with the lantern off. Come up this around here. You know, looking around in a foggy map with the sun blasting in my eye, that's really helpful. Very helpful. I wonder if it's in there. Because we do have 3 of them already. I don't know where we got them. Could it be in the tome? Where Daddy Longlegs is? Let's just peek in here real quick. I think the only thing we found in here was Mandrake, though. There's a bog bean. We don't need those. Are we in the... Yeah, we're in the Dread Waters. I know there's Mandrake over there on that little island. Does Daddy Longlegs come out? I don't think he comes out until the middle of the night. Could be wrong. There's our Moxy. I think Moxy and Mandrake might be the only thing that grows in this zone. Could be. I don't want to go in too far. But Daddy Longlegs might only come out at night, because I don't hardly ever really see them. And more Moxy. Then we came down here, we come down on this little island. There's some Mandrake down here. It's not very good quality Mandrake. I don't see any flowers over there. That's where we just came from. Of course you don't see any flowers over there. And so we do have that Pep Powder, so we can turn that into Ignatius real quick. Let's just peek across the river just a little bit. Just a little bit, just in case he's out. There's the spider web. There's some more Moxy. Ah! There he is. Alright, let's run. Will he cross the bridge? I don't think he'll cross the bridge. Okay, I mean, we never saw him at all. That whole time we were doing that quest where it was like, watch out for... Look, there it is. And we got a 5-star one, too. There is Blind Mary here. Does that mean it only comes out in winters? Does that mean we're going to have to try and hide from him to get the stuff that we need? Where's he at now? Is there more on this side? Where does he go? I'm trying to look and see if there's any more flowers on this side. We got some more Moxy. See, once again, we're just not even seeing him. We got our Blind Mary at least. Since we didn't have our lantern on. There he is. Have to be careful because I don't know where we can run at this point. Okay, we can go down this way. Now it's very dark. I thought that was a Blind Mary, but I was wrong. I was blind. So is there any more? So there's Moxy and stuff, but I don't. All right, there he is. He's over there. And so at least we know where to get one Blind Mary. Alright, so that paid off. So how often does Blind Marys respawn? Guess we're going to go digging around this zone some more. So is he out during the daytime? So if we come back during the daytime, will we be safe in this zone? Probably not, but something to try. So now we can just go to the rootway. Can we get to the rootway over this way? I don't think we can. This zone is pickle. It seems like that's how we got over here. Yeah, there's this bridge here. We're on a bridge, Charlie. Wait, where is it? No, we did come all the way down around here, I remember. So we do have one Blind Mary. So it's in the fog zones. So I'm going to come back to the fog zones. That's their official names. Come back to the fog zones during the day and look for them. So it'll give me something to do off camera again. So where is our rootway? There. I don't think we can get to it. I think we went the wrong way again. This zone is redonkulous. You know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use good old Torque of Return. I'm going to Teppelort. Travel to the circle. I love that music. It's so old-timey. That brings us close to the rootway, if I remember. Not even close. There's the not-so-monolithy monolith. And so we only got 1 minute. We only got 1 minute to get to here. Okay, so we need to go back to Candlewich Village. I think it was Jeremy that was wanting the strange stuff. Oh, that's right. We can't even give it to him because it's nighttime. Well, that's a pickle, isn't it? Gift task wasn't him. Must have been this guy. Oh, we already gave it to him. Didn't we? What's going on? Ignatius Kettle. Okay, so I'm not going to make you watch me go looking for Ignatius. Thank you for being here. And I will see you in the next video where we will go find Ignatius Kettle during the daytime and find some more Blind Mary and do something fun. Thank you. Farewell.